Hey there! Today we're going to solve a little mystery. The secret of the sticky comb. Sounds kind of strange, right? Let's figure out what's happening.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen real magic? Something that happened right in front of you and you just had no idea how it worked.
Okay, so this is the puzzle we're trying to solve. Just look at this. How on earth can a regular old plastic comb pick up tiny bits of paper? I mean, there's no glue on it, no sticky tape, nothing at all. It really does look like magic, doesn't it? But I promise you, it's actually science.
So, to figure out this trick, we've got to dive into a secret, invisible world. It's the world of electric charges. Believe it or not, everything is made of teeny tiny little parts. I'm talking about you, me, the comb, the paper, everything. And these tiny parts are called particles. For what we're doing today, we just need to know about two types. The positive ones, called protons, and the negative ones, called electrons.
All right, now let's talk about being balanced. Imagine you have the exact same number of positive bits and negative bits in an object. When that happens, we say the object is neutral. It's perfectly balanced. So, at the very beginning, before we do anything, our plastic comb is neutral. And that woolly cloth, it's neutral too. They're both completely balanced. Same number of positives and negatives.
Okay, but here's where things get interesting. We're about to do something, and it's going to cause what I like to call the great electron swap. And it's super simple to do. All you need is a woolen cloth and a plastic comb. And what do? You just rub them together. So what do you think is going to happen when we do that?
This is the secret right here. That rubbing action gives those tiny negative particles, remember, the electrons, a little boost of energy. And they actually jump. They leap right off the cloth and onto the comb. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's look at this chart to see what just happened. The comb, well, it gained all those extra electrons, right? So now it's negatively charged. And the cloth? It lost those electrons, so it's left with more positives. It's now positively charged. See? They're not balanced anymore.
So this is the big rule you got to remember. It's really simple. If something gains electrons, it becomes negative. And if something loses electrons, it becomes positive. That's it.
All right, so we've got our negatively charged comb. We're getting closer. But how does that make it sticky? How does it pick up the paper? Well, that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the amazing fact that opposites attract.
This right here, this is probably the most important rule of all. Positive charges and negative charges, they're drawn to each other. They actually pull toward one another. It's a force we call attraction.
So, what happens if the charges are the same? Well, they do the complete opposite. Two positives, for example, they push each other away. It's called repulsion. But for our comb mystery, the only thing we really need to remember is that opposites attract.
Okay, let's solve this mystery once and for all. Step 1, we know our comb has extra negative charges. Got it. Step 2, those little pieces of paper, they're still neutral, still perfectly balanced. Now for the magic part, step 3. When you bring that negative comb close to the neutral paper, its negative charge starts pulling on the positive charges in the paper. And since opposites attract, bam! Step 4, the comb sticks to the paper. Mystery solved.
You know, this whole science thing isn't just about combs and paper. You've probably seen this happen in other places without even realizing it.
Think about this. Have you ever reached for a metal doorknob and felt a little zap? A tiny shock on your fingertip? Guess what? That's the exact same science we've been talking about. Yep, that little shock is just a super fast swap of electrons jumping between your body and the doorknob. It's just a bigger, quicker version of our electron swap with the cloth and the comb. So the next time you feel that little zap, you'll know it's not magic, it's science.
So I've got one last question for you. Now that you know the secret behind the sticky comb and the zappy doorknob, what other kinds of this static magic can you find all around you? Keep your eyes peeled. I bet you'll find it everywhere. Thanks so much for joining me.